Adding CSS to a website can be done in three ways: inline, internal, and external. The type of CSS style added is dependent upon what you are trying to accomplish. Using an external style sheet will help in creating a consistent look and feel throughout your site. Every web page in your website that is linked to the external style sheet will inherit the same styles. Maintaining your site's styles is much simpler as well, because if you want to change the color of the background on every page, you only need to change it once in the style sheet, and every linked page will reflect the change. An internal, or sometimes called embedded, style is used for two purposes: to either overwrite a specific style that is inherited from the external style sheet, or to apply a style to a specific item on that page only. If you want one page of your website to stand out and have a different background color than the other web pages, you can add an internal style to override that style. Likewise, if you have an element such as a table on one page only, you can code the styles for the table on that specific web page, since the other pages will not care about those styles. And if you decide at a later date that you want to create a table on another page with the same styles, you can simply cut the styles from the web page and put them in the external style sheet instead. An inline style is used to override all other styles. Let's look at the table example again. You can set an overall style for the table element in the external style sheet. You can then create an internal style for the table on one specific page that makes the table headers a different color. Then, if you want to make one header stand out from the others on a page, create an inline style to set the style for that one header. Inline styles will override all other styles but should be used sparingly. The typical way inline styles are handled, however, is by creating classes and IDs for elements that will have special styling. IDs and classes will not be covered in this lesson. To apply a style to an element, use the tag name. Enter the tag name, spelled correctly in all lowercase, then use curly braces to surround the styles. The style is a property-value pair. Enter the property first, then a colon, then the value, then end each pair with a semicolon. Spacing is ignored, so you can space the style or leave it with no spaces. If an element will have multiple styles applied to it, good coding suggests that all styles be included together. I typically use this structure for most styles, unless it will only have one style listed, and in that case I will enter it all on one line. Many elements have similar styles, but many tags also have styles that are different. You will likely memorize some of the more common properties, such as background color, font family, color, and font weight, but there are too many to memorize them all. W3 Schools is a great resource for looking up the style you need and for making sure you have the syntax correct. Some properties have abbreviated options to reduce the amount of typing. In this example, I have added padding to all 4 sides of the paragraph tag. I can enter the same property by combining all the values into one, like this. The same thing is true for borders. I can enter all the properties in a list or include them all in one property. Note, however, that the values must be in a specific order. For the padding property, the elements must be entered as top, right, bottom, left. So if I want to change the padding right value, I would have to know to only change the second value. And if all of the values are the same, you can simply add the value once, like this. To see which properties can be abbreviated and in what order the value should be, refer to W3 Schools. Another clean coding technique is to group styles for different elements. If you want to apply the same color code to several different elements, you could enter the code for each one separately. Or you can group them like this and only enter the code once. Then, if you wanted to change the color later, you would only have to change it once. It is fine to have the same element listed twice in the style list if there is an option of grouping some of the elements. One other option in styling is to use multiple external style sheets. As an example, if I have multiple sites that use tables and I want to use the same styles for the tables on all the sites, I can create an external style sheet specifically for the tables and copy it to all the sites that will use it. I can then link it to the pages that need to be linked. Adding styles to a page takes patience and a lot of time. The inheritance of the styles makes it very challenging to ensure the styles are listed in the correct place and in the correct order. If a style is not appearing the way you expect, trace it through your site beginning with any inline styles that may affect it, then internal, then external. And remember too that the tag may be listed individually and within a group, so you must check every instance. Creating a flowchart is helpful to organize the flow. With practice, you will get the hang of it.